Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super well. I promised you guys a video where I would do another quick makeup look, but one that doesn't include any foundation. So that's what I'm gonna do for you guys today. A lot of the time I personally don't wear makeup. At the most I'll do brows, and on those days I have a very large focus on skin, because if you are gonna like go out without makeup on, then skin must be popping, glowing, radiant, shiny, all of the above. Obviously also for me personally, I do my brows because I just need that structure to my face. So we're gonna get started. You could call this one a real 10-minute look, because I realized that with my video that I did last week, which was a 10-minute look, but 10 minutes for someone who is very quick with foundation, concealer, setting, because I realized I was still doing all of those steps just quicker. So I think you can call this one, and maybe the average person wouldn't be able to do all of those steps within 10 minutes. So I would call this one a true 10-minute beauty routine, just because we are skipping all of that. We're not doing foundation, we're not setting, and all of those things. It's just a big focus on skin and brows. So as with any look, I'm gonna start off with my brows, and to do that I'm dipping into my a MAC Dip Brow. With a no makeup look, you definitely want to be super light-handed on the brows, because if your brows are so over the top, as if you are about to put on a full face, it'll just look off balance and off key. So I'm gonna just start by sort of filling in. I literally picked up a dot of product, like I literally just tapped my brush in here and picked up product, just so that I can finish off the tail of my natural brow. So you can see the difference between a brow that's not done, a brow that's not done, and a brow that is done. So once again, I'm just literally like dotting my brush in, and I'm starting by from the middle towards the outside of the brow. Give my brow a tail, and we really want it to look natural. Like honestly, I feel like this is something you could do for a flight. Maybe once you're landing, you just want to look semi-decent. So I'm gonna take my Dior Show Pump and Brow, which is a brow setting brush. You can use Gimme Brow. I know there's one from Rimmel as well, which is like a clear gel, just to set that in place. And now we're still gonna define the brow with some concealer, but because we're not doing foundation, I can't afford to use a concealer that is too light, because then it'll just look like a halo brow, which would look incomplete and unnatural, especially if we're not doing foundation. So I'm picking up a concealer that's a bit closer to my skin tone. I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer, and this is the shade Dark Warm. This is close to our skin tone, so I'm just taking my brush. We're gonna define our brow with it. And we're doing the same on this side. We're also going to take this above the brow bone as well. Above the brow. I'm just taking my beauty sponge and I'm just going to blend that out. So it's a super light, super light brown. So like I said, skin is such a huge factor, so I'm gonna prep my skin with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This flavor is called Centering Citrus, and we're just gonna do a light spritz. The only thing that we do pretty much is use a concealer, and so I'm gonna go in again with this concealer from Urban Decay that I used for my brows, and all I'm doing is applying this on my under eye area just to cover up any dark circles, and it's got a bit of an orange tint, so it's definitely gonna color correct. So I'm taking it around my mouth. What else? I have a few, like 1, 2, 3 dark spots there. But remember, the purpose of a routine such as this is just to cover up blemishes. It's not to cover up your face. So we're gonna go with our beauty sponge. This one is from Sigma, and we're just gonna pounce gently just so that the troublesome areas are covered up. I just know that under eyes are important for a lot of people, obviously, because it's the one thing that gives away tiredness or sickness or whatever. So I do have those dark corners around my mouth. As you can see, I still have a significant amount of skin showing. My chickenpox scars are still there, and freckles are still in full bloom, but overall my skin pretty much looks even. I'm then gonna take my no, I'm gonna start with this. I actually should have used this first before my concealer, so I messed up. This is the Clarins SOS Primer, and it has a tint to it, so it could be a little bit dark, but I'm gonna apply this on the larger surface area of my skin, and this is just for some overall warmth and hydration to the skin, in case your concern is also dullness. But it gives a beautiful sheen and moisture to the skin, which I can definitely appreciate. So love that. I love that better than a BB cream or a CC cream I've ever used in the past. I definitely like that a lot more. Then we're gonna take this MAC Elasto Drops, and this is the shade, this is the color Bronze Nero, and we're just gonna take a little bit of this to our high points, using that to highlight or add some shine. And once again, we're going in with the blender. I am taking some bronzer, but I'm taking such a little bit of it, and I'm concentrating this right over here. I'm not going to bring it too forward, just concentrating it right over here. I'm just going to glide it down. Just to chisel as much as you can, and down here too. I like how my skin is looking. I'm not gonna add a powder highlighter to it because I feel like, well, I typically wouldn't add a powder highlighter to it, but what you can do if you really want to just do a touch of it is you can take your finger and allow your body temperature to warm up the highlighter. I'm using my MAC Hyper Real Glow, and I'm placing it just where I put those luster drops, just so that I have control of it and it really just seeps into the skin, as opposed to using a brush that would just almost just let it like sit on the surface. So just really give you a nice glow. I pick it up with my finger, then I rub it around, and then I apply it, so that it's still not looking too powdery, but it still is like giving the skin an amazing sheen and an amazing glow that just looks super natural. I typically wouldn't, but we're just gonna take some mascara, and we're not gonna apply any top bottom lashes. We're just taking these top lashes. This is the Benefit Bad Girl Bang Mascara. This is a favorite of mine when I just using my natural lashes. We're not doing a lot. And then lips. So I have a couple of lippies here, and I wouldn't go for a full-on lipstick when you're doing a face like this, just because it could definitely look a little bit out of place and just overdone. So with the last video where I did do the 10-minute look and I did do the foundation and everything, I feel like that bold lip, the red, orangish red lip, definitely worked, just because you pretty much have a full face on. So that lip would work. So I'm gonna opt for, you know what, I'm gonna first try these. So I have a few types with me here. I have with me the Chanel Rouge Allure liquid powders. These are very, very cool. And I have the shade 958 and 954. Well, this color. To qualify it as more of a tint as opposed to a lipstick. So that's a nice lip stain, which I think if you have pigmentation on your lips, I feel like you'd appreciate that, because it just adds a nice pop of color. What you can also do is use a lip stain. So this is also from Dior. It's the Dior Addict Lacquer Pump. This one is called Dior Pulse. It is a red, and they're amazing. So they morph to your lip color. So it'll look different on pretty much everyone. And they just stick there the whole day. It is a lip lacquer, so and it tastes nice. Not that you should eat it. If you sip on some coffee, you have lunch, it will always just have, your lips will, for the whole day, will have this rosy tint to it. It will lessen throughout the day, and I just feel like when it's later on in the day, your lips just have this beautiful rosy tint that just looks so natural. So I really love it when like it's a few hours in and it's just completely just sunk in. And then what I'm going to do is just set my whole face, and I'm taking my it's a new setting spray from Urban Decay. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Honey Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. And that's it, guys. There you have it. That would be my true, authentic 10-minute face that doesn't require any foundation, just concealer to spot conceal, a big focus on glow, skin, hydration, good brows, and a lip tint, moisturizer as opposed to a actual lipstick. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what sort of occasion and beauty routine like this would be perfect for. If it's your everyday look, let me know. If it's your gym look, let me know. If it's your airplane look, also let me know. Whatever it is, if it's good for students, if it's good for work, let me know where this beauty routine would be the most useful. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you on Thursday.